Hi folks, Pete Lane. I want to talk a little bit about the changes made to the native Apple Mail app when iOS 18.2 was released. And the changes I'm referring to relate to the mail categories. Let's explore some of the details of those changes. I'll try to show you what I found and probably what most of you found when we updated to 18.2. Unfortunately, there are quite a few aspects and settings within the new Mail app categories that I just won't have time to cover in this brief demonstration. But the most common questions that we hear about this new layout are twofold. Number one, how do these categories work? And number two, how do I switch the layout back to the way it was before? Well, I think we can cover those two questions in the few minutes that I have remaining. Okay, first of all, iOS will automatically route an incoming email to what it determines to be the proper category. Let's take a look at the 4 categories.
About categories. Primary. Messages that matter most.
There's our primary category.
Transactions. Receipts, orders, and deliveries, including purchase receipts, shipping, and delivery notices from Apple.
Transactions.
Updates. News, subscriptions, and social, including news headlines, newsletters, and alerts.
That was our updates category.
Promotions, special offers, deals, and more, including coupons and sales from Turner Pest Control, Spirit of Healthy Body, and Bath Wraps Vertical Line Marketing.
Our final category is promotions.
When a message in transactions, updates, or promotions includes time-sensitive information, it will also appear in primary. Reset Manual Categorization button. This will reset your manual categorization preferences. All messages from one sender will be automatically categorized as primary, transactions, updates, and promotions.
If a message is routed to one of these categories and you believe that it belongs in another category, you have the ability to perform a manual categorization. So essentially, you have the ability to reroute a message to another category, and eventually this will train iOS to route that particular sender's emails into the new category of your choosing. Now that we have our definitions of the categories, let's jump back up to the top of my Gmail screen and take a look at the actual layout in the category view.
Gmail, back button, inbox, heading, messages, selected, primary, button.
Primary was selected, continuing to flick to the right.
Transactions, button, updates, button, promotions, button, unread. Pete Lane, iOS 18 Mail, Why Some Love Apple's New Categories and Others Hate Them.
So when I flicked past all 4 of the categories, the list of emails started. Those emails are actually contained in the category that I had checked up above. I had selected the primary category. If I had checked one of the other categories, the first grouping of emails would have been within that category. I'll flick to the right a couple of more times.
Pete Lane, FWD, IBUG Vila Book Club, January 9th.
Let's open the email and check out some of the options. There's one in particular that you should be aware of.
Selected, 1 message, summarize, 1 message.
We do have the summary feature, which is pretty cool.
Button. Loading summary, 1 message. Toolbar. The next Vila Book Club meeting will be held on January 9th, 2025, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Central Time. The book for discussion is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. The meeting will be held on Zoom, and the meeting ID and password are provided.
Let's go to our back button, and we'll find out exactly how to change the view of our inbox to look like it did before iOS 18.
Gmail, back button. Inbox, heading, select, button. More, button.
This is our More button that appears on each inbox view in our Mail app. Let's single finger double tap.
Categories. List view.
2 options here. The categories view is the one that we have been in, which reflects the 4 categories and our new layout. The list view is the old layout. Let's take a look.
Inbox, heading, messages, unread. Turner Pest Control, Happy Holidays from Turner Pest Control, unread. Access information news wheelchair symbol emoji.
You may or may not be able to tell, but I went right into my inbox list and I've seen an email, the holiday greetings from Turner Pest Control, that would have been in my primary section under the categories view, but I've also seen a message that would have been under the updates category, that being the access information news email. So here it is, our old friend, the old simplistic inbox from times long ago. As I mentioned earlier, there are several other features in the new Mail layout that I wish I had time to review tonight, but just couldn't fit it into this iBug Byte. And now we'll open it up for questions.